Hi, this is BB. It's the 20th, and it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up, and I know what I'm smelling is like. I didn't know I had something up here too. Seem to be like they're not going away. They're just marks on my face now, like little indentations. It doesn't matter. I feel like the amount of scars I'll have from this war that's being waged upon me by these gangstalkers, it's not going to be easy to forget. Every time I look in the mirror, I will be reminded of this ordeal. I can smell incense. Now, this is a building that's a lot of people from India live here, and I think it's like when they pray or something, they put some kind of incense on a fire, because they were doing it outside. There's a fire pit outside. In the autumn, they were doing it outside, and I think they're doing it in the building too, which I don't think they should be doing. But this is going to sound like the weirdest thing. I smell it at various times of the night, very strong, is one. And the second thing is I woke up and there was feel like some grains in my throat right here. Not a mark. In my throat, like on my chest right here. And I could almost smell like something sweet, my saliva, because I wanted to see if it will come up. If it's in my system, I don't know. I'm thinking, I told my uncle is thinking that maybe I should go to the hospital. Because I don't know what it is. And if it's something that they're putting in my mouth, they'll do that because it's in the building. Like somehow I ingested it somehow. Where the fuck would I get it to ingest it? I'm not that kind of a religious person. I don't use this stuff. I don't have any of this in my home that I know of. I have no idea. So I'm wondering, like, is it something like some of those bath salts that I've been reading about that will kill you, poison you, and kill you? I don't know what bath salts would do for you. I mean, you put it in water and you take a bath with it. What does it do? It makes you high. It makes you hallucinate. What does it do? I have no idea. But I don't know what it is either. And I also feel like I'm coming down with something. I don't feel very well, as you can tell. I don't feel good. I feel stuffed up. Yesterday afternoon it was worse. I nearly went to the ER, and I think I got spared a little bit last night for the earlier part of the night. And then, because when it gets really bad, they back off. Maybe they do have a conscience, I don't know, or is some fear. Because when it happens, I do tell people, and I think that drives a fear in them. That if something does happen to me and they do an autopsy, they'll find things in there they shouldn't be finding. I don't know how long these people have been doing this to me. I don't know. And the reason why. For stuff that they already stole. This downloading of your memories and all that, whatever they're doing. If this is really possible, I believe it is. I don't know for what reason they would do it. That's one. Except to blackmail people. And if there's nothing to blackmail them, they'll try to get them to sin. Try to get them to commit crimes. They will actually be on the premises, I guess, and commit the crimes, and then it falls like, well, you were the only one there, so you get blamed for it. They might have done that to quite a few people. To use them like stooge or stooges. Like a stooge or stooges. These people are just nasty people. They're just mean, cruel, and nasty and somebody needs to break them. All it'll take is one real shake-up. One real shake-up. Where people don't want to hear your sob story and where you were at this time. People know that you're involved, and they go with the mindset that they are involved in this, and they're going to find out where it's coming from. How are they involved in it? Everything, every piece of string has an ending. There's a beginning. If there's a beginning, there's an end to that piece of string. The only thing, the only being that is endless is the Almighty. Alpha and Omega. Everything else has an ending. We were born into this world. This reign of terror, it has an ending, which means their mortality is very real. Criminal activities are real, which means the punishment is also existing somewhere in this physical world, and it's very real. Somehow these people are going to get caught. If the crime exists, the punishment exists as well. To them, to keep me tied up, basically to keep me. And how do they do this? They're relentlessly hacking me. If they're coming into my apartment, it explains what they're doing. They're relentlessly hacking me. I can't catch a break. I'm trying to work online because this is what I want to do. My body is always hurting. It's getting harder to do the physical work. Because if they're coming into my apartment or they're getting stuff through my vents, it's making my body sick. When I'm at work, I am dragging. My body is burning all over. That's what I was telling someone yesterday, that I have had flus before. I've had influenza before. I've had sinus infections before. I've had colds before. I know what burning and hurting all over my face, back of my neck, my leg, I know that something is wrong. This is not just a normal cold. There's something else going on here. If I had never had a flu before, never had a cold before, I would know. Well, this is my first experience. Well, maybe that's it, because I've never experienced it before, but I have. My whole life experienced it, so I know the difference in this one. Something is off with this one. With that being said, I just feel like I don't know if I should go to the doctor or what. I don't know, but it just feels like something is off, and it's smelling to me exactly like what the people, whatever this incense is. I don't know, that they throw it into the fire. I don't know what it is. I've seen it down there and I smell it. I had to close the window. It's very strong. And so I don't know. One of the things, watch out. If they're coming into your home, they're using your household, whatever you have in your home, like your bleach, any ant poison, rat poison, anything like that. So you could say it's not something foreign, it's something from right in your home. Because what they try to do is they try to convince people, or if something goes wrong, they will try to convince them that you ingested this accidentally or on purpose. They've even gone so far as to tell me that people will say that I've ingested this on purpose to trap them. I will poison my body on purpose. If I live, to trap these fuckers. This is how I know that there's a desperation in them. They're desperate. And they don't just pack it up and just go. They're going to ply my body with more and more and more crap to create a barrier for themselves. Create fear in ones who are paranoid already. Create fear in them. The ones who are paranoid to create a stress sense of fear in them, so that they want to kill me. Those are the brainiacs. That's what they do. And then you have, but remember one thing. Sorry. If you have a criminal activities around you, understand that there's law enforcement. If the criminal activity exists, then the imprisonment and the punishment does exist too. You cannot have one without the other. Alpha, Omega. No beginning, no end. It's not just Omega or Alpha. Alpha, Omega. If one exists, then the other exists. Both exist. So, if there's a criminal activity around you, if there's a crime, the punishment is always there. So, when they tell you these things, if you're experiencing it the way I am, start looking for the ways in which that this will come to a head. Because all it'll take is one shake-up for this group that's causing a problem with me. One real shake-up. I mean, they can be in my head and bully me and threaten me and insult me and tell me, well, no, it's not, they're so strong and invincible. They feel invincible because nobody's is really putting them under scrutiny. Nobody's really putting them under a microscope. They're not really being shaken up, as it were. One good one, and watch how they will unravel. Because they're not really, nobody is prepared for that. No one. Just like how I cannot be prepared. After 4 years, I'm still not prepared for any onslaught. It'll happen to them. They won't be prepared for it. They cannot be. Because those people are going to come into it with the intention that these people are guilty, and they're going to find a way to prove it. Mark my words.